Any structure can get termites, and I mean any structure. You're like, nope, can't happen. My house is all brick. Too bad. Your outside wall, the facade is brick, but you have a wooden roof, you have 2x4s inside. Unless you live in a poured concrete house, even then you can get termites. You got furniture, you've got paper. I've seen them eat record albums on bookshelves, books, and you're like, boxes. They go to pick up the box and it just falls apart. You should have your home inspected professionally at least once a year. And I'll put this caveat out. It should be done by a termite technician, not a sales guy. Honestly, if you have sales guys, you show them what a termite looks like, they don't know. How do you know it's a termite? Well, everybody sees usually the swarm, and the swarm is one minute everything's fine, the next minute you have hundreds or thousands of these bugs flying around. Now, termite swarmers are very poor flyers. They're not very good. They just kind of go up in the air and let the breeze carry them. They flutter. They will land and drop their wings. Their wings on the front are the same distance as the wings on the back, the same length. Whereas ants, they're very good flyers. They're going to go, we're going over here, and they fly over there. And they keep their wings. They never drop them. Plus, their front wings are longer than the back wings. Back wings are shorter. An ant swarmer looks like a snowman. You have 3 distinctive body parts. They're different sizes. You got the head, the thorax, which is really, really skinny, and then the abdomen, which is usually the fattest part of the ant. The termite looks like one long bug. It does have segmented parts, but you really have to get in with a magnifying glass to see it. It takes 5 to 7 years for the average termite colony to mature enough to produce swarmers. And the way I describe swarmers in a colony, they're like teenagers. They do nothing. They're eating, they're a huge burden to the colony. And what happens is the workers, the little tiny white termites, will build what is called a swarm castle. Special mud tubes, but at the end, it's open, like a shotgun. And then they get them all together and say, hey guys, here's some Xboxes, here's some free macaroni and cheese, and all the swarmers come in the colony and they get in these tubes. They're like, yeah, and then the soldiers will physically push them out of those tubes. Good luck, take care, you're 18, get out. And that's next year's queens, and that's how it happens.
Really don't want to wait 5 to 7 years for that colony to mature and then swarm and go, oh, yeah, there's a problem.
And if we have to come inside, the treatment, the expense of it goes way up, and then you have damage and repairs, and no insurance anywhere will cover. Well, today we have a house that has been previously treated for termites. After she bought the home, she realized she had a problem in an internal wall right in the middle, and she hired a company. They came out and they used a very good product. Unfortunately, they used it at the lower rate. He only treated the outside perimeter. He didn't understand the pest biology. He didn't understand why they were in the middle, what attracted them, what kept them there. And so he was unsuccessful. And he came back and he retreated, and he was basically doing the same thing over and over again. And it didn't work. So she asked for a second opinion. So we went out there and used a thermal imager, was able to pinpoint right where they were. And looking at the work, some of it was questionable. Then unfortunately, she's had her house drilled several times. And we got to drill it again. And after a while, it just starts to look like Swiss cheese, but it has to be done the correct way. And it just comes down to, knowledge. Again, understanding the biology of the pest, the chemistry of the materials. I say that a lot, but it's just that simple. mean, there's a lot that goes with it, but understanding that will allow you to look at every situation and understanding construction. There's a lot of issues going on with this construction. It's called selenium, and that is when you have your HVAC system inside the concrete of the slab. A lot of people run from that for good reason, because if you treat that the wrong way, it will contaminate the HVAC system, which is inside the concrete. It's not something you can just pull out and replace. So it's complicated, but again, knowing what to look for, understanding construction and all the other stuff, it allows you to go, okay, this is easy. And from our standpoint, this is easy. It's just a couple of extra steps that we have to put in. You'll see, it's a serious issue.
My name is Karen Breeden. I called on ATC because I've had problems with termites. They won't go away. They love my house. They won't go away. And the treatment didn't seem to work before. So he suggested I get a company that does infrared. So I called around and a lot of them do not do it. So I found ATC.
Called a thermal imager. What this does, it's, I can turn it on and show you. A lot of companies don't use this, mainly because of the cost, and two, if you hire people that you're not going to train, spend a lot of time and investment on, you're not going to give them a device like this to lose or break. But what this does is allows us to see different temperatures behind the walls. We can pinpoint exactly where the termites are inside a wall based on their temperature. They usually maintain around 86 degrees, whether it's cold out or whether it's hot out. This is a great tool for this kind of situation where it wasn't determined where the termites were coming in from. Nobody could figure that out just by looking at it. So the house kept being treated from the outside perimeter. Nobody went on the inside and went, why are they here? We did that. We went in, we pinpointed them, and today we know where they are.
And they came out and they showed me where the termites were located inside my walls. So hopefully we will have a termite funeral today.
But here, let me show you the job. We're going to show, this is what we do. Using the thermal imager, I've marked where the termites are in the wall. And we can do this because we don't have to tear out the walls using this technology. So it saves the customer a lot of mess, expense, and allows us to get a pinpoint treatment where, again, you can't see any termite activity on the wall. The wall looks fine. But using this device, we can see inside, and we can see that they are definitely in there. So. You can always tell it's termite by the mud that's left in the pages of the book. You can see the mud tubes. You have mud tubes right here coming out. And this is the cinder block wall and the termites. You see other history of that. Up here we have scarring where the termites have been before, under the slab, through the cinder block this way.
this, I'm making a trench around the foundation of the home where Brian is currently drilling in the concrete. Since that is up against the foundation, where there's mulch, soil, sand, clay, whatever it may be, I have to trench it. And the trench is designed to prevent chemical runoff. So when I do apply material, the material is not going towards the neighbor's house or spilling everywhere. With that trench there, it's basically a moat around the entire house. So it allows for concentrated material to soak in the soil right up against the foundation, which is our goal.
The cinder block has 2 chambers in it. There's one here and there's one here. And when you stack them off center of each other, that tube runs all the way down. So termites can go inside there and go all the way up from anywhere in the soil. If there's a crack, 1/64 of an inch, the width of a piece of paper, they're in. And then they can move freely in here. So if you have a house that's brick, stone, doesn't matter, you can still get termites. So what we're going to do is drill a hole into each one of these cylinders, not only into the face, but through the other side of the cinder block to get to the soil over here. So here we go.
So one of the really cool things about this Inject-O-Matic system, this specific model is actually pretty rare, especially around this area. Most companies that do termiticides, pest control, they have gallon tanks, 200-gallon tank or 100-gallon tank, and they mix the material in. We don't do that. We have computerized Inject-O-Matic system, so it's completely monitored by the Inject-O-Matic solely itself. So we're not doing any guesswork. The material is mixed at the perfect rate, whatever we put it on. And it's for Termidor, it's always at 0.125%. I'm pumping Termidor SC into the soil. This is a technique that a lot of technicians use, and we always tell our customers to ask to see the bubbles. So what that means is to make sure your technician's not just applying a low-grade form of Termidor SC or just water. You want to ask them, let me see the bubbles. So this is what the bubbles look like. That right there, and the bubble, that's obviously not water. At the highest rate. It makes a nice barrier to saturate into the ground, right up against the house.
Got all that foam in there, it's good. Alright, now the hole's downstairs. So thermal imager showed us that we had termite activity here. We know we're going to treat underneath the slab where they are coming from. But to get rid of these guys quickly, we're going to go right at them and we're going to inject this foam inside the wall. Now this is the same material that we're using outside in the soil. It's just in a foam formulation. We're wrapping up here today at another termite treatment for ATC, and we have a happy customer. We found the termites using the thermal imager underneath the slab. We're going around the house. We went into the basement and drilled into the cinder block underneath the slab to go after them, foaming the walls as well. And it'll be it. That's it. The termites are gone. Another happy customer. Hopefully we won't see you soon, but if we have to, we'll take care of you. I went into a landlord's home. He was renting it out, and they had a mouse issue. And on top of the sill plate, on top of the cinder block wall in the basement, is unfinished. I was reaching up to feel where our bait station was, where it should have been, and I felt this squishy thing. And I thought maybe it was either the dryer line or the stove power cord. And I'm like, man, that's kind of weird. And I just started pulling on it, and it was like, I don't know, 8-foot python. It was massive. I had the smaller part at the end, and the business end was over there. And you know, I see a lot of things, and I'm prepared for what I feel are, you know, most things. I was not prepared for the anaconda that came off the top. And they were so happy, and I was so angry. I'm like, why? That's something you tell somebody when they come in. Hey, oh, by the way, I got an 8-foot anaconda loose. Just might want to keep an eye out. No, you didn't tell me that. I'm happy for you. I found Fluffy.
This TV show isn't the only way that Brian and his family stay connected with the community. They also host their very own radio broadcast on WCBM 680 Talk Radio, where they share industry facts and keep listeners informed on various special offers and tips on what they can do to keep their homes pest-free.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to What's Bugging You. I am Brian Gooderjohn, and I'm with ATC Pest Control. The format is I pick a few topics that are hot right now. The bees, the wasps, depending on the time. If it's cold, we'll talk mice. Just what's going on out there. Bed bugs, termites, mice, ants are always a big topic. We always throw them in. And we are here every week on What's Bugging You on WCBM 680. Every Saturday from 5 to 6 p.m. We started the radio show about 7 years ago because I was experiencing a lot of other pest control companies ripping people off. And it frustrated me, and I wanted a way that I could let the hometown of Baltimore and other areas around us know that there are companies out there that really do want to do a good job and really do care about customer service. Today's a little bit special. We got a whole bunch of people in here, so I'm going to go around the room, introduce everybody, starting on my right. If you're listening, your left. Christopher Gooderjohn. Say hello.
Hey, how's everyone?
Yeah, very good. Okay, and then we got the big boss here, Karen Gooderjohn.
Hello.
That's the big boss. And then we have Winter Gooderjohn, the scheduler.
Hi.
Hi. Very good. And then we have, I'm sorry, what's your name?
Tyler.
Tyler, my other son. He is the canine guy and the
Most hardworking one.
Yes, the termite guy. And Christopher, I didn't say who you were, and that's not important. But then callers call in and they can ask questions. I have this bug. It's black and it's got red markings. They're all on the sunny side of my house in the morning. Well, that's a box elder bug, and this is what you need to do, and this is what's attracting them. And we guide them to one. They can do it themselves. Because we understand, you know, most people just want to do it themselves, so we help them. And if not, then we'll tell you, you know what, this is a little bit out of hand. It's July. That hornet nest is a little bit too big. It's time to call in the pros, and we talk about that. If you have a question you want to possibly have on the air, on the TV show, give us a call. 410-922-6680. We're going to go ahead, and Ashley's not here, but in her honor, we're going to play What Am I? So this is the contest where the first correct caller that wins, calls in, correctly guess the pest that I'm describing, wins a $50 gift certificate good for anything. It does not expire. You can use it for service, a do-it-yourself kit. You can use it for Christopher to come out and dance, whatever you like. You guys know how to play this, so you guys play along too. And you get a $5 gift certificate. So I'm an insect found around the world in temperate and tropical habitats. I live to be about a year. I'm related to termites and cockroaches, and early civilizations considered me to have supernatural powers. I can rotate my head almost 180 degrees. I am a generalist predator feeding on prey within my reach. Sounds like me. Mom hungry. I'm like, what is that? Yeah, Chris got it. Ooh, see, we'd be good at Pictionary.
I think I got it too.
Let's go over to the phones. We got Joe in Pikesville. Joe, what's bugging you?
It's got to be a praying mantis.
It's got to be?
Well, fits all the description, and I have some praying mantis that I use them as pets. I love them. Got to be praying mantis.
Do you name them?
No, but you got to be careful. You got to separate them quick because they will eat one another.
Absolutely. Joe, you are correct, sir. It is a praying mantis. Congratulations. What are you going to do with all that money?
Second time once. I'm not going to do anything with the money. I'll be buying something soon, but
okay.
It's just like awakens my memory. I also have these. I buy these praying mantis. The little the sacks of them around, and they won't be coming out until another couple weeks. Got to get a little bit warmer.
Yeah, just a little bit. Going to steam them.
I don't think you've been outside lately.
So it was a way to give back to the community and let everybody know that, again, there's companies out there that know what they're doing. But I want to remind everybody about the TV show tonight, 7:30, WMAR Channel 2, if you're in the Baltimore area. It's I think, was it Hogan that came out and said it's mandatory? You don't have to wear a mask while you're watching it, but you do have to watch it. So it is important to do that. What I'd like to accomplish with the show is very simple, to let people know that there is a good company out there that cares about what they do, still offers customer service like it used to be, and values their time and respects their property. If you have a pest problem and you've tried everything that you can, you've got companies out there, and if you really think that that's pest control, give us a call and let us really raise that bar up. And we take what we do extremely seriously, and we're going to protect your home better than any other company out there, I guarantee it.
Marines, a precision team able to flawlessly execute any task given to them. Tonight, we can sleep well because we are safe and secure on their watch. When you look around this room, what do you see? Nothing but peace and tranquility. Because like the Marines, ATC Termite and Pest Control is on the job. Nothing will happen to you or your family on their watch. Watch the ATC team in action on their new show as each week they save families terrorized by rodents, homes torn apart by termites, and overrun with other nightmarish, creepy crawly infestations. Brian has 100% confidence in his treatments and has a special message for any competitors or doubters.
I put out there a challenge to any company, anywhere in the world. If you have a better termite treatment than I do, or a bed bug treatment, let's not talk about it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll pick two places. I'll take the worst one on both cases. I'll take one of your guys. I'll give you one of mine. Okay? We'll make it fair. I'll give you everything that's like, I'll give it to you. Winner takes all, and it goes to charity.